It's the Black Real Estate Dialogue. Tune in. Tune in. Tune in. Tune in.
How in the world did you get into mobile homes? Like how it's not common. So how did you even get exposure to it? Talk to us about that.
I know. You know what? It's not common, but what's so crazy about it is like one of the biggest billionaires out there, Warren Buffett. He owns like 2 to 3 mobile home parks. So it's like, how is this not common? You see what
Wow.
I'm saying? Basically, literally, a couple of years ago, I was at a barbecue, at a pool party barbecue, and basically, I met a realtor there. I met a realtor slash investor, and he was just going into the spill. He was like, listen, you want to purchase these assets, you want to do this and that. At the time, he was purchasing apartment units. I've never heard of that. Apartment units. And he was telling me you can get them for the low, 15,000, 20,000. Get a tenant in there. It was crazy. So I was like, ooh, I wanted to dive more into it. So I went home that night and I was just like diving into like the web, books, everything. I was just reading up on this for like literally 6 months straight. And I thought primarily I was going to just go ahead and go into traditional real estate because that's really what piqued my interest.
Mhm.
And I so happened to come across a webinar. And it wasn't Mobile Home Elite Investors. It was just like some other random like webinar that I came across. And it was a couple of people, it was a lot of people in there. It's probably about 150 people in there. And they were talking about mobile homes. I said, mobile homes. I was thinking the same thing you said.
Yeah.
I was like, what the? No, couldn't be. So, as I continue to keep on listening, it was like ladies were in the chat and they were like, hey, we're new to this space. Does anybody want to partner up? They were just dropping their cities. So like it was like 6 to 7 women. They dropped Atlanta. So I was like, yeah, I'm from Atlanta too. Let's email each other. Let's partner up. And from there, basically, we formed this group. We all kind of like got together in Macon, Georgia, which is probably about an hour and 20 minutes, hour 15, 20 minutes from Atlanta. Got together in Macon, Georgia at this park. And literally, we stayed out in that park for 2 hours looking at all of the mobile homes. We were all unfamiliar. The property manager basically gave us a tour. The gentleman who owned the park, he came out to speak to us, and he was just basically just giving us the whole entire sauce on the mobile home communities, how people really invest in this, how it's such a big deal, how people make money. And from there, I was sold. I was like, I got to do this.
Wow.
It
Wow.
was
Wow.
just like an easier way to get into real estate with less money than going the traditional route.
Definitely. Definitely. Did you say like you and the other women you came together to like and just wanted to like invest together or came together and just was doing research together?
At first, we came together to do research and to invest together as a whole. But we ended up, purchasing our own separate mobile homes. And then some of the women in the group, they actually haven't even purchased a mobile home as of yet. They're still stuck in that, researching and haven't done anything. But everybody still kind of keeps in contact, but we never actually ever did a deal together.
Got it. Got it. So it seems like you were sold pretty early on. And so how do you go from skeptic to sold? Like what happened in between then that was like, all right, I know you mentioned the money part, but was there anything else that was like, all right, this is gonna be a good next step for me. This is like what I'm about to do.
You know what? What got me to sold, once I said that, it was probably a week later. I had been researching mobile homes. He was telling us exactly what to do. And I got a tip off from one of the ladies that was in the group, and she said, "Listen," she said, I'm already interested in 2 mobile homes. I'm about to renovate these. I can't do this third one. It's a property manager's mobile home. Can you just go out to Columbus, Georgia, and just look at it, and see what happens?" So I went out there just on a whim. I didn't think I was going to buy it on the spot, but basically I went out there, saw the property. The property was a nice property. It wasn't run down, and it just gave me like, once again, I'm thinking like old. I'm thinking, like people like just run down, when I'm thinking about mobile home parks. And so when I got out there and talked to her and her husband, and then they told me that, once you purchase the mobile home, it's as easy as me and you going to the tag office and basically signing over the title. And I was like, no closing costs? And she was like, no attorneys involved, no closing, just simple,
Wow.
easy. She was like, you either can flip it or you can easily get a tenant in here. We talked numbers. I got the price that I really wanted, and that was it. So, just the no closing, the no attorneys, the no fees.
It seems like it's a pretty seamless transaction.
Very seamless. And that's what sold me. That literally is what sold me.
Got it. It's so crazy because when you think about, let's just say a regular house, you got all these parties, right? Depending where you might have like a lawyer, you have different closing costs, loan origination, if there's a mortgage, all these different costs. But it seems like mobile homes is like pretty much straightforward.
Straightforward, straight to the point. It's pretty much, you have the negotiation and stuff with the seller and the buyer, of course, but other than that, you don't really have too many other hands involved, other than property managers and that sort, if you're buying in a park, but that's it pretty much. So
got it. So when you bought that first mobile home, was it within a park or was it one that was kind of like, I don't know the right word, was it like outside of a park, like a single, like a one-off kind of situation?
One-off. No, actually the first mobile home I ever purchased was in a park. So, it's a little bit different when you go into purchasing mobile homes that are on land. Mm-hmm. Your situation is kind of moving into the traditional real estate sector. Got
it. So what was it like just like going in a park and trying to figure out what you want to buy? Like, did you kind of do your own marketing where they're like, oh, this is for sale online? Like how was that process like for you?
Well, the process, like I said, I got the lead, which was great, but 9 times out of 10, a lot of people are not just going to get leads, mm-hmm. And it's like, kind of like, if you're not going to get a lead, you got to take the route of like what you're saying, either marketing your services, saying that obviously you're looking to purchase mobile homes, or, you're just scrolling on all types of social media, all types of different platforms to search for people who's selling mobile homes. Also, just like traditional real estate, they call it driving for dollars. Same thing with the mobile homes, obviously roll around in a few mobile home parks looking for sale by owner signs. It's all kind of like the same style, what you have to do, but you do have to put in obviously some work to get the house. And then what you want to do is, of course, start networking with people, start networking with a lot of property managers, and just basically building up, your name so they'll know to contact you when they have something. So.
Got it. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. So what was the play? What was the play after you purchased that property? Was it like a flip? Was it something that you ended up holding? Like what was the strategy when you bought it? And did that change like at any point after? Did you kind of go through whatever you had planned?
So the strategy, I was initially wanting to flip it because you're only working with a limited amount of money. Once you buy into that, it's kind of like you flip it, you have more money to work with to go ahead and put into something else. So that was my original plan, but it didn't turn out like that because the thing is, this was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. There are so many people looking for 3-bedroom, 2 baths. Okay. I mean, they will knock your door down literally to get it to a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. So I was like, you know what, this is like, everybody wants this. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to hold on to this and then just literally put them on terms, do the seller financing option, because when you're just doing straight out rental, you are responsible for the maintenance. And with the seller financing option, which is, you're not responsible for any maintenance. You have them on terms, and it's basically like, they know that the house is theirs. At a certain point, the title is going to get handed over to them. So that's what I ended up doing. And literally, that house sold in probably like a few days after I listed it. People were calling me from all over, and I got a good family in there now, and I have had no issues with them. So, and that was my first one.
Hi everyone, Sam here from the Black Real Estate Dialogue. Make sure to hit that notification bell and that subscribe button, and to visit us at blackrealestatedialogue.com.